Sports. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Green 39! Green 39!
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that score's a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
Now the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback. On first down, Buckley got his man complete over the middle. That's Olsen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Second down following the run.
Let's go! Green 39!
Operating from the gun. Buckley. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Buckley.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Here we go now.
it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Here we go now. Blue line.
From the gun, Buckley. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Terry. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
To throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They run a draw here on second down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Now back to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
And that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
Off the play fake. Buckley. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Kai Forbath on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
A very solid gain of 27. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Terry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 1 quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. It's a tight game here early. Back to Glendale after this timeout. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
They'll set up to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on first down. Buckley throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. Buckley. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Gun on 3rd down. Buckley. And this is going to be incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
First down, they'll run it on the draw play. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback,
yeah,
you got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Let's go! 3-19!
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Back to throw. Buckley throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Looking to throw on second down. Buckley. Throw left side complete. It's Olsen. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Buckley. And that is incomplete. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. It's complete. It's Sproles. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. To throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They're going to look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Partner, I know that ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Cardinals have controlled the flow, but it hasn't given them a big advantage. The Vikings won't care how much their offense is on the field as long as they find a way to advance in these playoffs. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. At the end of the first quarter, quick pass and completion is made here, and this 2-play drive goes for a TD as that evens the score at 7-7. 1st and 10, Davis got to take down the QB here. This will go as a loss of 5. Cardinals now late in the second. Offensive line won't be able to hold up here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. So that's all for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll get you back out to the field now for some more playoff action.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Off play action. Buckley. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Buckley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Taking it about the 16. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second and just 1. They'll drop to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And some space here. Does the big boy have the juice?
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
And out now come the Vikings.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
To throw on 2nd down. Buckley over the middle, and it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
And they'll run it here. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Forbath to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Forbath out to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the 4-down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
Let's go! Good!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
A try here for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. And in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. First down, Buckley, and nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got some space here. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line.
Holding offense.
Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Let's go! Green 39! Green
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
So that one will be accepted. And he'll give it here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Looking to throw. Buckley. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Green 39!
to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. Now they try the right side here. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw. Buckley. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block it.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Throwing again. Buckley throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Boom,
Operating from the gun. Buckley looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Olsen. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Looking to throw. Buckley. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Buckley got his man complete over the middle. It's Olsen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Back to throw. Buckley pushing through the contact. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
On 1st and 10, Buckley is going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak, no running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And now here's a carry heading left. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
From the gun on third down. Buckley. This will be caught at about the 6. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
A gain of 6 there on first. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game.
Here we go now.
To throw on second down. Buckley firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, Buckley. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Throwing on first down. Buckley, he's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Looking to throw. Buckley, throw left side, complete. That's Olsen. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Green 39! Green 39!
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go, Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So here now is Kai Forbath with the pressure on. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Forbath will put this one through, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now he stops it with a spike at 8 seconds. To throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.